Which came first, the chicken or the egg? If you ask some people in the Middle East, I think they would tell you it was the rooster. They are very male-oriented, patriarchal, male-centric, whereas most Native American cultures and traditions and tribes are more female-oriented. We're matrilineal. In the Cherokee tradition, the first human was Selu, a woman who grew out from the earth. After her came Kanati, the first man. Now, of course, over in the Middle East, they think it was Adam. That's fine. We all have differences of opinion. But I have to wonder about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. It's very male-oriented. Father, Son, there's no doubt about it. Those are guys. The Holy Ghost, well, that's kind of arbitrary. But if you look at humans, and if we are made in God's image, then we are like God. So if you look at humans, women are the ones that create life. Women grow a baby inside their womb for 9 months. They give birth, and then they feed that life and nurture it. They usually breastfeed exclusively for about 6 months. Of course, you can argue that a man has to contribute. That takes what? A few minutes, a few seconds, compared to 15 months. You know, a lot of times people want to say that women are cursed. Women have pain in childbirth. But if you've ever seen any mammal give birth, you'll know that humans aren't the only one that experience pain in labor and childbirth. So I have to wonder, this really isn't a curse, let's be honest. To feel life growing inside of you, to know that you're nurturing a new life, to be able to give birth, to be able to feed that new baby with your own body, that is so miraculous, such a blessing, such a gift. And yet, these men try to call it a curse. I have a hard time with that. I don't believe it's a curse. Of course, it's going to be difficult to push a 5 to 9, maybe even more, pound baby out and to open up the cervix. That's what's really hard. That's what most mammals have a problem with. This is not easy. It's not easy to create new life, but we're the ones that get to do it. In my humble opinion, I think a lot of the men over there were so jealous that they tried to paint it with a nasty brush. Sex is sinful. Sex is terrible. Sex is against God. And original sin, to be born with original sin just because your parents had sex, how can you look at any baby and say there's anything sinful about them at all? They're the most innocent, perfect things in the world. I can't wrap my brain around it. If you read the Bible, whenever they talk about God, it's always He, Father, our Father who art in heaven. But if women are the creators of life here on earth, and if we're made in the image of the Great Spirit, then God should be female, logically, because God created life. Who creates life on earth? And I don't mean about your 5-10 minute contribution, which actually the part that really matters just takes a few seconds, let's face it. For women, it's, 15 months of dedication to create a new life, to nurture that new life, to give birth, to feed that new life and make sure that it's off to a good start. That's what the Creator did for humans, isn't it? I mean, if you read the Bible and you believe in that, then Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, God, the Creator, set us up and started us out on a new life, which is just what women do for their babies every day around the world. Now, I don't want to downplay men's contribution. Men are very good at many different things. One of the things that they're best at, and I mean this with no disrespect, seriously, is they're very good at killing. We need someone to go hunt. A lot of people like to eat. dead animals. They eat meat. Many people do. I have been a vegetarian, vegan for many years, and my doctors have told me I need to start consuming more animal products, so I'm trying to do that. But it's very important that somebody is able to hunt these animals and bring them back for the rest of the people. It's also very important when we're attacked by a foreign entity that somebody is willing to go to war and fight these people. Obviously, women go to war as well. They always have. In Native American culture, as a matter of fact, it was a woman who killed General Custer. We have to embrace all aspects of humanity. They are all important. And I'm not downplaying the men's contribution to society. They are very integral and very important for a number of reasons. I have a real hard time understanding how a father, a man, can create life, give birth, nurture that life, and yet we are created in the Creator's image, but we're not looking at men to create life, to give birth, to nurture that life with their bodies. It's the women who do it. I mean, if you believe in the Christian Bible and all of that stuff from the Middle East, then it doesn't make logical sense that we are created in God's image, yet it's women who give birth. But we call the Great Spirit Father, our Father who art in heaven. God, that's male. Goddess would be female. So I'm not saying God is a woman. I'm saying God is both. Or something that is neutral. But God cannot be male if we are created in God's image. Otherwise, men would be the ones giving birth. Thank you for watching.